Johnny, number 31.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. Here are the starters for Montreal. We've got Wood. Rollins is out there with Walker. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Weber in at the 2 spot. They've got Black Hole. Q out there with the eraser. Then there's House, and it's Cruz in at the 2. Here is House. Shot clock at 5. The tray. Walker with the rebound. And so it's Montreal now. Pass to Wood. Here's Rollins. Over House. And it falls over the rim and in. Here's the eraser. Covered by Rollins. He's off on that one. And here's Montreal to the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Cruz, the pass to Black Hole. Pass to House. Here's the eraser. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And Montreal making a change here. Walsh is checked in.
67. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. For Montreal, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Red Hot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal
Way to
foul.
attack there and then create the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Number 9. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
the first one drops. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. Players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's the eraser. Nails the baby hook.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Red hot, and it's blocked. Here's Q, guarded by Walker. Q passes to Boomer. Inside, here's Black Hole, and it's Black Hole with the rebound. Montreal leading by 5. Here's Red Hot, 6 points for him. The 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he's good on the first of 3. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your back. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Personal foul. Third team
With the
foul.
break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
First one falls for him. Walker's checked in for Wood. Both shots good from the stripe. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now in the writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Here's Grimes after Montreal picked up 3 with their last shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Walker. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Got a piece of it. Here is Boomer, guarded by Walker. Here's Boomer. Buries it from three-point range. Boomer's got 5.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Now here's Melo from about 19 feet. And the shot falls short this time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Easy breezy passes to Boomer. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Q. Trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Montreal.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. Here's easy breezy after the basket by Montreal. Pass to Jay. Here is Boomer. He's coming off a 25-point game again, and that one, good. Boomer's got 7 points in the game.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Melo. Here's Red Hot. The 3. Jay with the rebound.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Boomer the pass to Jay. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. All alone, and Melo slams it in.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Here is Boomer. He's got 7. From outside the arc. And so it's Montreal with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Montreal.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Jay out there with easy breezy. That's Boomer. Then it's G, and it's Cruz in at the 3 slot. And for Montreal, Walker out there with Red Hot. Then it's Black Hole. Then it's ABC. And it's Walsh in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Boomer. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Montreal. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Going inside. A nice shot by Walsh. Here is Boomer. He's got 7. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Cruz, the pass to Easy Breezy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boomer. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. Montreal leading by 3. Hey, Shams, no one is keen on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Wood, he's checked in for Montreal. Here's Black Hole. Scoreless thus far. From deep, Walker knocks down the 3 ball. And Montreal leads by 6.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here is Boomer. 9 points in the game so far. Now Montreal moving it up. And the dunk by Walker.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Grimes. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's hauled in by Wood. And it's Wood with the ball for Montreal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Walsh. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cruz, guarded by Walker. Here is Boomer. Down low. Here's Easy Breezy. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Black Hole. 6-point game. Wood with it. Really played well against New Jersey in his last outing. Here's Easy Breezy. Here is Boomer. Wood covering. Driving to the basket. Here's Boomer. A three-pointer off the mark.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
From deep, Wood. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Boomer. To the middle. Here's Grimes. Here's Jay. Launches a three. That one's good. And the Montreal lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Easy Breezy.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Change it up. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Here's Wood. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Red Hot. It's good from about 19 feet. And Montreal leads by 5. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. To the paint. Here's Q. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Red Hot. His last outing, he had 18 points. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Cruz, he's checked in for Easy Breezy. Walker's checked in for Montreal. Gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Black Hole. On the money from 12 feet away. Montreal leading by 4. Here's Red Hot. 13 points in the game.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
Number 9, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. G's checked in for Black Hole. He's off on the second. Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to House. Here's Q. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here is House. Wood covering. The shot by House is no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here is Weber. Still scoreless. Here's Rollins. And Walker kicks to Wood. Here's Weber. Cans it from downtown. Weber's got the lead up to 8 now for Montreal.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. Hey, DB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Pass to Rollins. Now, here is Weber. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And that one drops. Grimes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Weber outside. Top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Weber's got 5 points so far. No good that time. And so it's Montreal with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the...
One of my favorite cities, man, Montreal. Hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
They've got the eraser. Easy breezy out there with Q. Then there's House. And it's Cruz in at the shooting guard. A respectable 47% from the field in this one. And for Montreal, we've got Walker. Weber is out there with Wood. Then there's Rollins. And it's Red Hot in at the 3 spot. Drills it from outside. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Q out there with the eraser. Then there's Easy Breezy. Then there's House. And it's Cruz in at the 2 guard. Outside, Walker. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Here's Red Hot. And it's Black Hole with the rebound. Red Hot's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. On the court right now for Montreal. Red Hot is out there with Walker. Then it's Weber. Then there's Rollins. And it's Wood in at the 1 spot. Offensive rebound.
Oh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Weber, the pass to Rollins. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Black Hole. For the lead. That shot off the mark. Black Hole's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Red Hot. 6 to shoot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First personal foul, second team foul.
For Montreal, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Rollins. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Black Hole. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Wood in the post. Yep, it counts.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Second personal foul. Third team
First
foul.
trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
One shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here is House. Still without a basket. Nice move. Pass to Q. The baseline jam. And the shot goes down.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Wood pass to Red Hot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Number 67.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. Easy breezy's checked in for Black Hole.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Drops in the tray. He's got 6.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Red Hot. It's blocked. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. his house. No scoring in this one. It's rebounded by Montreal. Rollins got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Walker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Easy Breezy. Offline with his 3. Montreal leading by 5. Here's Red Hot. He's got 17. Three-pointer. The rebound by Q. Q's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes it inside.
Montreal foul. Rollins. Second personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Home team. Number 23. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Boomer, he's checked in for House. And then for Montreal, Walsh is checked in. And Mello subbed in for Wood. That one is no good. Montreal leading by 4. There's the steal. Here's Easy Breezy. He's got 11. Mello with the steal, and it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
For Montreal, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Weber outside. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rollins. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
And this is a battle today between 2 teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
Black holes checked in for Walker. Boomer the pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Q. Here is Boomer, guarded by Weber. Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Q. 5 points in the game. Cranes the three-pointer. Q's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Weber outside. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Easy Breezy. Easy Breezy's got his 5th rebound in this one. Grimes passes to Boomer. Pass to the eraser.
2 minutes.
Now Montreal moving it up. For the 3. And Weber with the basket on the assist by Mello. Mello's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Montreal.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The shot by Rollins no good. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Here's Boomer. Lays it up off the glass. Boomer's got 11 points.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Then for Montreal, Walker's checked in for Rollins, and Wood subbed in for Weber. Pass to Wood. Some nice passing by Montreal here.
Home team foul. Number 48. First personal foul, fifth team foul.
For Montreal, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one falls for Walker. Good on both. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. They set the pick. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
At the line for one, number 50.
Shooting one.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Here is Boomer. 11 points in the game. Here's Grimes.
Home team foul. Number 31. Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
Montreal leading by 4. There's 37 seconds left in the third. It's Wood with the drive. Five on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Wood. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wood.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here is Boomer. 11 points in the game. Pass to the eraser. Shot clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Wood covering. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from G. 3 quarters of play in the first game here. Montreal leads by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Jay out there with easy breezy. That's Boomer, and it's the eraser in at the 5, down low. Jay, the pass to Boomer. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Black Hole. Out the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. To the middle, here's Jay, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 48.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And so Wood will bring it up for Montreal. They lead by 1. Outside, Walker. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Pass to Wood. Just 4 to shoot. And Walker kicks to Mello. No good with the triple. Here is Boomer. Here's the eraser, guarded by Walker, to take the lead, and he lays it up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The eraser's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Back to Wood. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Wood's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far, and their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's the eraser. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For Montreal, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's stolen by G. To the left wing. Out of bounds, Montreal takes possession.
Ball goes to Montreal.
Black Hole check in for the eraser. And Montreal making a change here as well. Red Hotties checked in for Walker. And so it's Montreal now. It's a 1-point game.
Timeout, timeout.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Red Hot the pass to Mello. Here's Red Hot. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Walsh. Clock at 6. Mello sets the pick for Wood. Montreal again missing.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Jay misses. Well, Montreal shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. They need this one. Wood with the bucket. And Montreal leads by 1.
And guys, it's going to take something very good from the D to stop him from that range. And that was not going to get it done.
Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Black Hole. Here's Easy Breezy. No good on the triple. Here's Red Hot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Misses the fadeaway jumper. Here's Black Hole. Inside. Here's Boomer. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Walsh. Launches it. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And it's good, 2 points. And it's 13 points for Easy Breezy. Montreal trails by 3. Wood passes to Red Hot. The fader. That one goes in.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Started.
Here is House. Wood covering. Pass to Q. To the inside. Here's the eraser. It's rebounded by Montreal.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Here's Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Montreal. Wood taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's House. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
At the line for your home team, House. Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Wood passes to Weber. The shot makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And Montreal leads by 1. game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
To the paint, here's the eraser. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Weber. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Black Hole. Here's the eraser. Covered by Rollins. The eraser. And he banks in the layup.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And Weber's got the ball here for Montreal. They trail by 3. Lets the 3 fly. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shoots from 12. The shot by House is no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
From past the arc. And another 3 for Montreal.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And it's good for 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Weber. Cans the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Home team.
.51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your home team, Creamers, taking 2 shots.
It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3. He hits both from the stripe.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's the 3. Up again.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
Here is House. Wood covering. Pass to Black Hole. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Can't knock in the 3. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Montreal, Wood. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
What's your take, guys?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Here's Cruz. That's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
So we see Montreal get the win here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olmers, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Red Hot.